Minnesota Wild forward and their leading scorer, Kirill Kaprizov, will have surgery, we find out today, as he will have a lower body injury corrected with a procedure that he could not play through comfortably. And the quotes from Bill Guerin, their general manager, were basically that he was able to play at about 60%, which does not sound like an effective number, even for a player as talented as Kaprizov. They're saying at least 4 weeks. He's going to have surgery on Friday, which will push them to the end of February. And if it's 6 weeks, it'll be into the middle of March. If he comes back after 6 weeks, that would be 16 regular season games left before the Stanley Cup playoffs begin in mid to late April, which is April 19th. The first thing that stands out to me is this is probably going to kill his Hart Trophy campaign for this season, is it not?
Oh, I think it's been pretty much in the rearview mirror for a while now.
Because of the injury.
Yeah, because of the obviously because of the injury. I just think that Billy has been sitting there, the general manager, Billy Guerin, and saying, listen, if you're 40, 50, 60%, let's get it taken care of now. You got the 2-week break coming up, and we get it done and get out ahead of that as much as you can.
I think the only thing it reminds me of is the Rope Hansen 2021, and I know the Stars didn't have him get the surgery because the season was only 56 games or whatever it was, but this is going to hurt that team. They're not exactly a deep 4-line team like a Dallas or, Vegas and things like that. So you lose a superstar, and that's going to hurt. They have a good little bubble. They've gotten themselves up in a good spot, but the Four Nations break is definitely helpful for them because you're not missing another 2 weeks of games in there.
The other thing for Kaprizov is because it's expected to be a 4 to 6 week recovery, that's not long enough for them to really plan out going into the trade deadline season to use his $9 million cap hit on LTIR. So if it was longer, a la what the Stars are planning on doing with Tyler Seguin, is they could use Kaprizov with that and really make it a big swing at the deadline. But because even the conservative estimate is 6 weeks, there's too much runway to go. It's really not an option, it seems.
All things considered, haven't they done fairly well without him? And it's been because of goaltending.
Yes.
But they've done fairly well, without him. But at some point, you're gonna get in the crunch. And if I remember right, I think they've got, from the standpoint of strength of schedule in the division in the West, they've got a little bit tougher road than a couple other teams do. So, you're right. But they do have a bit of a buffer there. Nobody seems to want to claim that 7th and 8th spot. But they may find themselves down. You could see where Calgary or maybe Vancouver could, if anybody like that jumps in there.